The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 51. NASDAQ is down 1. S&Ps are off $1.50. We have gold up 6.10. Silver's up 7 cents. Platinum's up 10. Oil is up 47 cents, 37.96. Bonds, 10 years up 3 ticks. 30 is up 19 ticks. Good old King Dollar is down 347 ticks. Euro is up 41. Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. That's right. Here we go.
Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas Eve. You get a picture of this, folks. It's Merry Christmas Eve, and it's probably 80 degrees out now, right?
It probably
It's going to be 84 tomorrow.
Is that what it's going to be? Yeah.
84. Okay. And I'm sure...
I said, we're not going to see below 70 degrees, and it's not like we're complaining, but it is. We deal with this heat 12 months a year.
Yeah, we're complaining a little.
It's nice to get some cool weather some months of the year. But it's not going to be below 70 for like 7 straight days, even in the middle of the night, below 70. So that's intense.
Yeah. We were just talking, folks, as to what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah. And so it's like we're going to have brunch, and then I'm putting the pool on tonight, the pool heater. So it's like we're going to have brunch. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
It is.
Right?
It's summertime. It's summertime.
It is summertime. And this guy, it's kind of neat, too, because...
I had a friend text me that it was 64 degrees. He goes, literally, his text was, it's 64 degrees in New York City right now, ...
Yeah.
Just because it's like, wow.
And if for the folks up north, there's no doubt, you guys could jump in the water because you're used to cold water. We're like little babies down here.
Well, they could jump in our water.
They could jump in our water.
They're not jumping in their own water right now.
But they can jump in our water and think it's warm. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh,
and so 78 in North Carolina. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's Terry's in North Carolina. That's amazing.
It's late December and it's 64 in the morning. That was at like 8:30 or 9 that he texted it was 64. That's
wow.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. And markets basically are flattening out.
That was a little bit of a spike we had, though. I mean,
it was a good spike.
I was surprised to even see that. There could.
What Tommy's talking about, folks, if we take a look at the let me see if that was at the open.
I mean, they can see it if your chart's up there, just looking at it, for sure.
It was, so is that right at the open? Let's see.
Can you zoom in more?
Yeah, I can.
That move looks minuscule.
It does compared to what it was, I know, right. Whoops.
It's only like a 4-day chart, but...
Yeah, exactly.
There's been some big movement.
How did I do that? 1 second, I'll get it. Because the high... What we're doing is we're zooming in on this. Yeah, well, the high was 57, so it's 6 points off where we were. But the other chart, it's funny, it looks bigger than that, doesn't it? Yeah, right at 9:30. Right at 9:30, we spiked from 2053 to 2057, then just,
Well, it looks a lot bigger because the bottom of that chart is 1980, which is 80 points away from almost where we're at, which is 4% of the market. So, of course, any move's going to look like nothing when in 4 days you must have gone up 4%.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know.
that's what's going on.
That's all that.
Everything is what are you compared to? What's the expectation, right?
Right. Gold. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold is going to, as we.
Because if you look, 6 points. That's like 0.3%.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in the span of like 10 minutes on the morning before Christmas Eve. So it's like.
Yeah.
It's just always amazing where markets swing so much. Complete indexes in the season.
Totally. And six points would have been a huge move 3 months ago.
Right.
It's going to be, the way gold's setting up is going to be interesting because we get, what ends up happening is that I believe the gold market will close this afternoon at 1:15, the pit.
Okay.
And then what normally happens is that we're the last ones to close, and then it doesn't open until Australia opens on Sunday night.
Okay.
But what is happening is that China is open tomorrow.
Okay.
Europe is closed right now, so I think China will trade tomorrow.
And so what does that mean when you say China will trade?
Well, what happens is that normally we close on a Friday, and then gold doesn't trade liquid-wise until Sunday night
So will there be liquidity in this futures
No,
contract?
there won't be a NOS.
But you're just saying that the price of gold will be out there.
It
right?
will
Yes,
be. It will be.
Okay.
It'll be out there tomorrow.
Because I don't trade the futures. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
It'll be out there tomorrow.
Yeah. So the market will be. They'll be trading.
They'll be trading tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, there's no. So.
You're gonna be checking it out on Christmas.
No, I'm not.
Where's gold?
We probably will, right? No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
I'll pull the chart up for you.
No,
so you don't have to.
I doubt it.
I know.
What's going to be intriguing is that does the 2016 New Year start next year, or in fact, is that going to be a laid out week also next week?
Sorry, what do you? Oh, okay.
Meaning
will
that,
there be any kind of action next week?
Right.
I doubt it. Everyone loves long weekends, and when you get back-to-back long weekends,
you say forget
you just got to tie in. That's where the fundamental aspect, and that's like almost a fundamental take because it's the fundamental underlying fundamentals of the market, and the underlying fundamentals next week are who's going to be working.
Right.
So that that's the underlying fundamental. Is like there's just. So with
I agree.
With that in mind, I know,
and that's
like I said, that's why that 5-point move, though, in the same respect, is surprising because I think. The same thing times like 10 for today coming in. I mean,
well, remember we asked Kevin Hinks about it, and and he was talking about when they're in the pits. Some guys could move with that, and other guys
they could trade it and they could make money.
Yeah.
But as he said too, he said everyone was really out of there.
Oh, totally, totally. And if you're in the pits, what happens, particularly when he was talking about folks, is that you knew where the orders were. Okay, so it's trading, but it's you have more information.
Sure,
that's why they're in the pits. That's why they go to the pits.
Yes.
So you see those orders.
You get a feel for the supply and demand.
Yeah,
basically.
Big time.
Right.
And I see the let's go when we talk about supply and demand.
Chipotle's up today. They're up $1.
Yeah, $1. And so the news last night was that I didn't realize. I knew that all those guys from BC got sick, but there was 137 people got sick.
Oh yeah, I was well aware. That was early along in the headlines. Just so that the first headline was like 80, including the basketball team, and then like the very next morning or very next day it was 130.
Yeah,
and
because they're open today. They just opened back up today.
That same place.
That same place.
We're gonna go get some Chipotle up there.
No way, man.
We have listeners in Boston. Who's going to that Chipotle?
No, right? Exactly. No way, man.
I say it jokingly because that's another.
Well, you got a lot of friends.
Underlying fundamental, right?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Yeah, being from Boston, I have a bunch of friends that went to Boston College, so they took it most personally with the basketball team because they're having problems already in football. They had a rough season.
Okay.
Some of their players are leaving that were like their shining players are actually taking off and going to other schools, so they're really in a rebuilding with football. And then this happens to their basketball team, so that's some rough luck. But yeah, the stock. I mean, I don't know who. Those fundamentals of not going to eat there. I mean, I'm not going to go eat there, and I love that food for some time, and I'll go back. I will, but that's where you just really don't know.
Yeah, and there's no doubt the next quarter when those numbers come out, forget it. It's going to be to me. Last night I was shopping at International Mall, and Apple. Okay, it was It's very unusual to go by an Apple store. Well, let's put it this way. I haven't been shopping since last year, right? And last year...
December 24th.
Exactly. And last year, the Apple wasn't as busy as the prior years, but it was still busy, right? Last night, it just wasn't there.
The pandemonium wasn't there.
No,
right?
not even close.
I know what you mean.
No,
Yeah.
you could actually.
I haven't seen it recently, but I know that Apple pandemonium you're talking about.
You can look in the store. You can see the people
I know
in the store.
the pandemonium you're talking about of just a frenzy in the store. Where
you and I and all you folks would love to have their business. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But we all know what he's talking about too. Where just the store is just bustling, and that was a normal occurrence for a long time. I don't know. I was. Yeah. And what else was interesting? How about? Did you see the Microsoft store? Did you stumble across
I did.
That? Did you mistake it for the Apple store initially?
No. The only reason is that the first time I saw it was like maybe 3 weeks ago. I was there, and it was the first time I ever seen it. I says, "Oh, this is wild. It's a nice looking store."
Yeah, nice as in looks a lot like the Apple store for sure.
Yeah.
Microsoft's
a great copycats anyway.
Right? I mean, that's right. I think I was just there like a week ago, and this is International Mall in Tampa, a huge mall, and that's when you were at, and I mistook it at just first glance, where you look up and it's that wide open
Johnny Ives. They're following Johnny Ives, man.
They are.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. That's always. been that mantra, you know.
So we'll see what happens with Chipotle. But, you know, I was thinking about today, there's the other big brand is Moe's. I don't know if that's national, but they have them around here.
Yes.
And that's, you know, I was thinking about it today, literally, where Chipotle's been in the news so much where it's unfortunate that I wouldn't go there because I enjoy their food.
Right.
And I enjoy it sometimes.
Right.
And I was thinking, well, I'll just go to Moe's if I want some good Mexican, you know, that fast food type good.
Right.
But
it's got to be, and
I don't, you know, you or I don't have a hold on those types of fundamentals. But man, if you were a smart person in that industry and you understood, you know, where their valuation came from, depending on their earnings, depending on
seriously, man,
because then you could make a really good educated guess in terms of where they're trading and what this is going to mean to their company's valuation. So what are they're valued at $15.5 billion right now.
Yeah.
You know,
so if we take a look at, you know, you can do some work on this. It wouldn't be that hard.
No.
You know,
Look at that growth, amazing.
Yeah. So
doubled in size since 2011 to 2015.
Right. And you can imagine though how quick it can go down. I mean, you know, you go from lines in Chipotle to no lines.
When you're taking in over $1 billion a quarter, and it's going to take many weeks, and definitely for me, it's going to take months before I go back. So missing 3 months
is huge.
Yeah.
Well, and what they haven't done, this is what they haven't done yet. They haven't revised their numbers yet.
I was looking at that too. I don't know when their quarter ends, but if that's including November and December.
Well, their quarter ends December, so their earnings date is February 2nd, estimate.
You think we'll hear some speculation leading up to that date?
They have to. This is so. Let's talk about that. This is where that's a material deal.
Well, once they know anything, they need to inform.
Right.
Yeah.
Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien, folks, give us a call. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 32, Nasdaq's up 2, S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit DirectionInvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at some of these commodities out here. So you get gasoline. Well, look at that. The gasoline's up by 3%, 129. You get lean hogs up 2, aluminum's up 2, natural gas is up 1.3.
I was just looking at today how I loved seeing $1.88 gas is like standard.
I know.
It's going to go up.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Crude oil is up 0.9%. That's at 37.85. We get silver up 0.5. Gold's up 0.5. The coffee market's down. Let's go look at that gasoline market.
I mean, yeah, I was going to go back to it even because in my head, $1.88. It's like everything is $1.99 nowadays, and I'm talking about a personal bottle of water, maybe one of those 1 liter bottles that you're buying for yourself, not even a gallon. $1.99 all day long at 7-Eleven.
Right.
And think about that. You can go out and get gas for $1.88. You walk inside, you want some water, $1.99.
That's wild.
It's just amazing. It is.
That is a wild. So if we take a look at this, you know, gas. I mean, we're talking about unleaded gas.
And that almost speaks to, like, can it stay this low this long?
Right.
As in, you know, the risk rewards we talk about. How low can it really go when we joke about, but it's getting to that point, you know?
Yeah.
You get a free gallon of gas with every bottle of water you buy. We're at that point right now. So, hey, we'll see, but just makes sense it's floating along the bottom when it's priced as the same thing as just...
That'd be a cool promotion, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing, man. And it,
you know,
and
like
it,
a Pepsi or Coke.
Sure.
I mean, they own
Zephyr
most
Hills,
of those
right?
big water companies,
Yeah.
right?
Even one of those?
Buy a case of water and fill up. But just
Not even that. I just love them. But those, I mean, see, I'm always, you know, I never buy the single waters in the stores because it's just amazing how much they charge. You know, you
Right.
buy a case of water for $5. That's 24 of them.
Okay.
The cheapest one you're getting is like 99 cents usually in store, and
Right.
the 1 liters are like $1.99.
Oh, I know.
So
No, I
they're
know.
more expensive than a gallon of gas. It's amazing, and you know they cost nothing, so they could
Right.
do easily to
Right.
sell gas alone.
Right.
Amazing.
So if we take a look at this now, this would be, and this is going to be wild watching this shake out because on Tuesday it breaks lows and it has the volume behind the move. You know, we get to 118 on this contract here. So in 2 days it's up 10 cents.
I think we should go long gas. I think we just solved the equation as to can gas really go to $1.50?
Yeah.
Who's going to be paying $1.99 for water if you're paying $1.50 outside for gas?
I like that. And that's, you know, that we can work on that, man. I don't know. That's, you know, that's no doubt.
In this day and age, I mean, literally, we were just talking about during one of the breaks, I was mentioning that Kimoji app, right?
Yeah.
That supposedly crashed the App Store or whatever. What is that? It's $1.99. And what did I say instantly? You know, she just has so many followers and $1.99. Who really cares about like $1.99?
Right.
You know?
I know you can't get anything for $1.99.
That's the way, yeah.
Right.
So, what's oil going to go to? 80 cents a gallon? No, never.
I don't think so.
People said no, never. Probably at sub $2 oil as well, though.
Well, they probably.
I never say never. Like literally.
I know.
If it was actually never, then I could probably make some type of a trade on that. But
Yeah.
you'd be offering some serious odds, and guess what? There is a chance, and I wouldn't want to offer those odds because they'd be so astronomical.
Yeah, there's no doubt. So,
because it could come in 1 in 1,000 or something like that.
Well, when you look at the oil market, I mean, if we got crude oil up right now, folks, and so with crude, look at that crude. That got a bid yesterday too. That was a bid. We did 375,000 contracts. Now, see what's cool about that is that the S&Ps, the Dow, the Nasdaq, that went up on light volume, right? So my take on that is that, okay, that's pricing up a product, we're going to go back down. Now the difference is we know that we have thin markets, but yet that went up on volume. People are buying that.
Yes.
That to me is a real bid. That's like, okay, you got a real bid.
Yeah.
So
and there were big inventory numbers there. So it was a real deal too.
Right. Now, what has happened here this morning, and this would be bearish in the context of what it is that we got to a higher high now. And we have lighter volume, but we might not by the end of the day, because this is actually a lot of volume for a vacation day, 109,000. I mean, someone could go in, and buy a couple 100,000.
Yeah. And that falls under the category of almost like anything can happen, though.
Yeah, well, no, but we'll see. I mean,
right.
but if it is higher there like this, then I suspect when we come back, it'll probably try to get into that swing there, which is 39.13, and
it's possible.
we'll see whether it has any juice or not.
Yeah.
The inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness out here this morning. You have let's see, so you get Western Digital's up $1.54. NetApp is up 52 cents. Illumina is up 3.54, and American Airlines up 77. On the way down, you get INCY down $1.49. Baidu is off 184. That was interesting. Oh, the China stocks. C-Trip is down 42, and Celgene is off 108. And China wasn't down bad last night. The European markets, most of them are closed this morning. Dow right now is down 31. Nasdaq is up 5. S&Ps are up $1.50. We're going to be right back, folks.
It's true. Life is all about choices. At Everbank, they're making it easy for you to make a smart one with this special cash offer. Open a new yield pledge money market account with funds from another financial institution, or deposit new funds into an existing yield pledge money market account, and you could earn up to a $500 cash reward. And if you're opening a new account, you'll also get their new higher 6-month bonus interest rate, along with their yield pledge promise that ensures your yield will always be in the top 5% of competitive accounts at banks nationwide. Open a new account or add to one. It's your choice. To qualify, you must meet balance and other limited time offer requirements. Go to everbank.com/TFNN for details and deposit options, or speak with one of their banking specialists at 1-855-750-4051 for more information. You must act by December 31st, 2015 to be eligible. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed with Taz proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the Taz Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 42. You get the NASDAQ up 2. S&P's are flat. We got Robert from New York. Robert, what's going on, brother?
Yes, good morning, fellas. Merry Christmas to you both.
Merry Christmas to you, man. Happy New Year. Let's make it a great one.
Let me say, I've been listening to you for a few years, Tommy, and you are the Tommy of all Tommies.
That's so cool. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, buddy.
We appreciate it.
I just wanted to make a comment. Young Tommy was talking about the price of a liter of water, a bottle of water.
Yeah.
That if you multiplied it by 3.8, because there's 3.8 liters in a bottle, in a gallon, rather, so you get a gallon of water. It's costing you about $7.60.
It's amazing, man. It is. We were just even talking about it. It is.
A gallon of gasoline.
That is crazy, man. You know, at the break, Robert, I had said to Tommy, I said, can you imagine, Andy Hall? So Andy Hall is, one of the largest oil traders out there, and Andy Hecht has really gave us an education on Andy Hall.
Andy Hecht worked with him, yeah.
And I says, can you imagine what he's thinking sitting at his desk that, water's more expensive than oil?
Because he's been bullish oil. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's even coming out on his reports. And that's a longer-term bet, investment. And, but, I'm sure if you're looking for that. But, hey, the market doesn't react as it should all the time. And, just like we were talking about where it said, would it ever go to 80 cents? Never, right? But there were people that would have made wagers that sub $2 oil by 2015, too, would just be an astronomical an event. Almost.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah. I mean, I think we got so used to,
$3-4.
Yeah, you didn't get used to it, but filling up your tank with $60 and $70 was really weird. You know what I mean?
It's like big money.
Big money. Now it's a different ballgame. It's.
Yeah. Up here in Buffalo, we're paying about $2.08 a gallon right now.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad.
No, that's great. That's
great. Not too bad.
No.
And besides, just one more comment. Buffalo's been on the move for the last couple of years since we have this new owner of the football team, and everybody's excited up here, Tommy.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's after 60 years of decay, we're finally starting to see some progress.
How cool was that? Hey, let me ask you, is it warm in Buffalo too?
Oh yeah, we broke records today and yesterday. We broke a record that was set back in the 1950s.
Unreal.
I think it was 68 or 70 degrees this morning.
Wow.
It's starting to cool down now.
Last night I was shopping and we have a lot of clients in Buffalo, and the guy I didn't know where he's from, but then he said he was from Rochester, and I was saying, "Oh man," I said, "You got that lake effect, right?" And so we were talking, and he was saying, "Yeah," he says, I guess Rochester is just far enough away from you guys that when that lake effect they get in Buffalo, that The storm comes in, picks up the water from the lake, keeps dumping it in
Drops
Buffalo.
it right off.
And he was saying, no, I guess Rochester doesn't have it like you guys, right? That's what it comes down.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Syracuse does. Syracuse is worse than Buffalo, actually.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I hope you don't get it done this year, man. Because I remember, oh my God, I just remember a couple of folks that used to call up, and one guy in particular, and he's like, man, this is just never stopping, man.
Yeah. Oh, my granddaughter's in. She come in from. She's up in Boston. She works in the hospital up there. She's a pharmacist, so she's in for Christmas. We're glad to see her.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's
she
great.
loves it up there in Boston.
Yeah, Boston's a great place.
You know, we love Boston,
yeah,
that's for sure.
You know, it's
Yeah, I know. That's where you're from.
And it is. It's an amazing city.
Well, I've been listening to it for several years, and I really enjoy listening to you. And I'm a snowbird, and we'll be down in about 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks for the winter, if it ever gets here.
If it ever gets there, totally, man. Well, listen,
I can't
man.
wait to get down.
Thank you so much for calling. Thanks for growling and prowling with us. We appreciate it, man.
Okay.
Have a great Christmas, Robert. Take
Have
care.
a great one, man.
Okay, thank you. Bye
Thanks.
now.
You know, it's interesting because growing up in Boston, we knew it was a great city, but then when you go to other different places, then you realize that how great it is. Because it's a walkable city.
And we have it made that we're in Tampa because that's a huge city as well. It's like, we have football,
this is the place
we have
that's
baseball.
happening. No, I know.
We have hockey.
Right.
So we're in a big city as well, and it's still tough to compare to Boston, obviously.
It is. But did you see, though, 20 million people? The census just come out, folks. So now Florida is the third largest state in the country.
Okay.
It just overtook, it overtook New York, which is a mind blower.
Okay.
Yeah, it overtook New York. So right now,
eventually all that land that has nobody on it is getting more people.
1,000 people a day are moving into Florida right now. 1,000 people.
I can see it. So 360,000 over the course of the year come in. I mean, that's...
And the peak before this was 800.
Okay.
Now check this number out. This is a pretty cool number, folks. The number of so they take the amount of deaths in Florida, and this is every state. Deaths and births. Florida's turned that there's more births than deaths.
Okay.
Which is really a big deal because Florida's always retiring.
Sure.
But that's changed.
Yes.
And then what has also changed, and this has changed, I think, across the country, is that everyone's moving from suburbia closer to cities.
Okay.
You know, they want the walkable deal.
Yes.
There's an article today on the front page of the Tampa Bay Times, and there's a real estate firm that just did a whole survey across the country as to what your age group wants, what they're looking for. What they're looking for first is closeness to a city or a bar. That's not your generation.
Right?
That's anyone's generation.
You can't blame anyone. You want to be next to the action.
That's a normal deal.
Who wouldn't want to be next to a fun city, right?
Totally. The second one is internet access.
Oh, jeez.
And you know what's right up there, though, which is really cool, which is right up there. And on all our units, folks, and I got this actually from Tommy. On all our units, I absolutely make sure that we have a washer and dryer.
I knew you were going there.
And all these. You know why? Because I remember you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just in an apartment, didn't have one, and so you have to go to the one in the complex. And I said, I'm the next place I'm going to get. I'm going to have
totally.
One. Yeah.
And it makes a huge difference. And that is number 3 in that whole survey.
That's interesting.
Isn't it great? Yeah. And it's not expensive to make sure that you have that compared to what you're getting for rents.
Right.
You know, so it's a great. It was a cool survey reading the baby out though. But I like the idea, of course. And what has happened where we are in Pinellas County. So check this out, folks. This is a trip. Pinellas County is the most dense county in all of Florida.
So Pinellas County doesn't include Tampa, though.
No, it doesn't. No.
So
Pinellas County is Clearwater, St. Pete, and. That's it. Clearwater and St. Pete. It might be bigger, but that's right. It's Clearwater and St. Pete.
Yeah.
So it's per square foot, and what always intrigues me is that we always say that it's less expensive down here, and it is, but when you actually take per square foot of land, it's more expensive. That is what is really a mind blower because so if we take like our lots down here, folks, our lots are about 6,500 to 10,000 feet. Okay. If we take that lot and then we put that in correlation, though, even in Boston, in the suburb of Boston, the lots are much bigger. So when you break down the actual cost per dirt, our dirt is more expensive.
Okay.
But because they call zero lot lines down here. A zero lot line, you can go from line to line without,
Be great. We should get some numbers to go along with all those.
We will.
Yeah, that would be a nice thing to see. I bet if it's that simple as to cost per square foot, there's probably a very simple. I would love to see the numbers.
I'm going to get those numbers
because we like to say things, and that's a simple number to have.
I'll get those numbers for you.
Okay.
2016. We'll kick that off.
2016. We got all next week.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll kick that off, man.
We got a whole week ahead of 2016.
Yeah, let's look at so the natural gas numbers come out. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? Natural gas, here, why don't you take that over? What is natural gas? Is that at $2? So it's...
That's $2.
Look at that. Oh, it spiked and then it gave it up, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And what did they... I was just looking, what was the news? That
natural gas selling off at the spike high. Good old Jay. He's got the fastest fingers in the den, man.
Can you pull up what happened for the news?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're jumping around here.
Sorry, folks.
They just announced the numbers for natural gas. No, you're not there.
Okay.
There we go.
NGF6. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. So the stockpiles fell 32 BCF.
Yeah, which is billion cubic feet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a massive inventory. Depends. I'm not sure what they were expecting.
Yeah.
It seems like it spiked higher initially, and then it's underneath it. So.
And then the headline news. This is pretty sick. So, as they do that, a writer in Bloomberg put natural gas futures are staging the biggest rebound this week since February 2014 on speculation that a seasonally cool start to January will stroke demand after an unusually mild December.
Yeah, that was at 9:47 though. I think that's just talking about the recent days in terms of coming off the very low, probably.
Wild, man.
Yeah. We'll see. We may just skip around here. Looks like that 6-point S&P kind of spike and pullback. Maybe we'll just skip around right in that trading range.
Yeah, totally.
It'd be tough to go anywhere else.
We got to get our man John Logan to go sell into that. I see he just jumped in the den. Sell some of those S&Ps, will you, John? Oh my God. Okay, let's see what's inside the Dow Industrials. The leader. Oh, Disney's the leader out here today. The dog of the Dow. Disney was down $1.60 yesterday when the market was up beyond belief. So Disney's up 85 cents. That's the leader. DuPont up 44 cents. Intel's up 16. United Health is down 34. Nike is down 156. We're going to go back to Nike. That's a pretty intense move yesterday. Chevron is down 144. Look at them whack Chevron and Exxon. Exxon is down 89 and Caterpillar is down 74. Now, yesterday, folks, this was so cool. Those were the leaders yesterday. Chevron, Exxon, Caterpillar. I forgot who the fourth one was.
Yes, no, I remember.
If we go back to Nike for a second, that is going to be quite a, So if you happen to be...
Looks like the volatility in those options knew there was some action, right?
Big time.
Action to be had.
And what also is this, if you are a council charting or candlestick charting person, right, that is one monster bearish engulfing. That is like, you're going to have it, you have it on the daily, you're going to have it on the weekly. That's what it looks like. And what happens with a bearish engulfing, folks, is this, is that on the weekly you're not. The weekly you're going to have, the weekly you're not going to have anything, actually, because on the weekly, that wouldn't even be...
Just walk them through what you're talking about.
Okay, so...
It would be the body of the candle fully engulfing the previous candle.
That's correct. Yeah. So on the daily you have it, but on the weekly you don't. And on the weekly...
You can see the tail above the previous day isn't within the body.
And on the weekly, that's a rejection of price, but on the weekly, we'd have to close a lot lower. Let me see what that one... You'd have to close... Because that's not even an inverted hammer yet. Because what would happen is that the body would have to be twice the width of twice the length of the wick, and it's not.
It needs a smaller body for it to be a hammer.
Yeah, this would have to come down to what is that? When I put it up there, I'm trying to 62.
Yeah, I mean you're looking like right here, maybe 63.85, somewhere like.
That's
coming
interesting,
down here.
though, huh? I mean, see the. Oh yeah, I see what's going on. There's no.
Yeah, it's back down here with today's trading.
Oh yeah,
This
so
is yesterday's close, probably.
That's right. It's yesterday's. So that may, if it stays at 62, that's the low.
So that would have an inverted hammer.
It would, and that's and that would be saying that you're going to get a heavy pullback also.
Okay? That doesn't need to be at the top for that to signal that. I mean, that's an inverted hammer, like after the fifth negative day almost, or
well, what happened is this. I think this is yesterday. So we have this on a weekly, folks, and it's telling us the low is 62, but when you visually look at it, it doesn't look like it. You see what I'm saying? Because the open. I
always envision a hammer up here, if you're talking about it, as in it follows to signal a reversal, whereas this is almost come down a little bit.
Well, that was a doji, but this would
I'm
be.
just saying the prior
open.
trend.
I see what's going on. You know, this couldn't be one because I see what's going on now. Because the open of the week was 64, so that top of it's not going to change. What would end up happening is that this spike up on the wick would have to be much higher because this body has to be twice the length of that wick in order to be an inverted hammer. That's what's going on, and that. I was thinking it would change, but it can't change because the top of that is the open for the week.
I understand that now. That's a bearish candle.
That's correct. Yeah. Right. But on the daily, you got yourself quite a bearish engulfing. Paul wants to look at FIVE. He shorted this baby. So you got this is they operate a special value, a retailer. It's down 75 cents, 31. Yep, and so you're under 32. You're going to need some volume on this, there's no doubt. But, I mean, I wouldn't close it out right now because once you're into 31, which you'd like to get, you want to get into that big swing bar of 31.66. You got the first one, though. There's two separate bars we're looking at. As it went up, folks. This has been a dog anyway, but you had a big price spike on December 4th. It went to 31.66. You had an additional one on the 17th that went to 32.67. So you got inside the first one. The second one, that's 31.66. That's going to be something you want to keep an eye on. You get inside that, and you get action. Market right now, you got the Dow down 34. NASDAQ is up 5. S&P's up 1. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate your growling and prowling with us. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning, our man, Mr. John Logan, kicks us off. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we go live from 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 to 6. Get it right on your cell phone, TFNN.MOBI. Want to watch Tiger TV? Just hit TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, see Watch Tiger TV.
And what do we got for today? We got Basil Chapman coming up at 11 o'clock.
That's right.
And then you did a special program yesterday that we're going to play at noon.
Right.
Kind of a year-end take on the markets.
Yes.
So that'll play at noon on Tiger TV, and that'll run over the course of Christmas and the weekend. And that's what will air on your shows on the stations
this afternoon. Yes. In this last bill that Congress just passed, folks, okay? Now, if you have a small business, this is a good scene, and so they've had these write-offs, right? And we were talking about this because they had what has happened every year in the past 4 years, folks, is that they've passed a bill, and last year was passed on December 16th for accelerated write-offs, whether it's equipment or real estate. And it's pretty intense because it allows you. The real estate one allowed you to write off 50% of anything you bought as a rental, which is insane.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this past bill that just got passed this is really cool. If you're a small business, you can write off $500,000 a year on equipment. So watch how this works. Now you have to make money. Okay, the business has to make money. You just can't write it off. They're not going to give you a credit on it. But it's a big deal because if you're building a business out, let's say that if we need some computers right now, right? If we bought the computers, normally what we would have to do is, if they're, our racks in there that are more expensive. The $1,000 computer, that'd be expensed out.
Sure.
But
capital expenditures.
A $10,000 one, what ends up happening is that have to be expensed out over 5 years. Now, expense out the first year. So it's really cool. So what ends up happening is, if you have a profit, $50,000, and
it's incentivizing capital expenditures.
It does.
To grow your business.
It does, because what always used to drive me crazy is that you can make money, and then you got to expense it out. It's like, oh no, you're paying taxes on that, at the same time. Yes. So it's pretty cool. And there's, it's something to look at right now, and it's absolutely something to plan for next year, folks, because it's a big deal.
That's great.
And now where this comes in, which is really cool, it also comes into cars. Now the difference with cars is that you can't expense. There's restrictions on the cars. So read the deal. You can't go out and go buy a great car and write it off the first year.
Okay.
It has to be a vehicle that you're actually using.
Okay.
And it cannot be just a vehicle that, let's say, you bought a truck and you say, okay, I need this for some type of business. Okay. You can't write off 50% of it, but the trucks that you can write off 100% have to have like just one seat, no back seat. They're
business oriented.
Totally business oriented. Do you know what I mean? Not that you can throw your dog in the back and say, okay, I'm going to go to Disneyland for a week or something like that. But it's a good deal, man. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. How this it looks like this market's just flattening out.
Yeah, I mean the Dow hasn't moved more than 5 points, I think, since we've been on the air.
Right. And well, how about when we come into the parking lot today? You weren't even parked in the same spot.
I wasn't.
So I found you, and I pulled around too.
I was parked on like front and center, man. There was nobody here. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
And our whole building, we're in a pretty large building.
9 stories.
Right.
You got Morgan Stanley in here.
Right.
You got,
Merrill Lynch.
Yeah.
TFNN.
They're not here today.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next, growling a problem with you. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks, and please be safe. No drinking and driving. Get Uber. Do anything.
Have a great Christmas.
Have a great Christmas. Thanks so much. Ho, ho, ho!
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.